Hi, I'm Bill Geisin, and I'd like to explain why the SPC Pulse is different from all the other pulse loggers out there. We've been a leading supplier in the UK of portable data loggers for energy and carbon management for many years, since 1986 in fact, and we've learned a lot along the way. Of course, a lot has changed during that period, both in terms of the technology available to us and the requirements that our customers have. We worked out a long time ago there's a balance to be struck between the functionality of an instrument and how easy it is to use. And by that I mean an immensely capable instrument that's a nightmare to use is not likely to find favour with our customers any more than an easily used device that doesn't give accurate results. Our mission has been to get that balance right. So, one of our most important brand values is make it clever, keep it simple. And this applies to both our hardware and our software in equal measure. The hardware is designed to be simple and safe to use in the field, and we all know what the field can be like on a bad day. And our software is tailored for the job that our customers are actually doing, which is working to understand and reduce their energy usage and their carbon footprints as quickly as they can. Counting pulses in our business, usually, if not always, means capturing and logging the pulse output of a utility meter of some kind. Might be gas, electricity, water, or something slightly more esoteric like steam. Increasingly often, it'll be a heat meter, because they are now a common way of measuring the heat input into a building or dwelling. The point is, we may be counting pulses, but what we're interested in is what they represent. The SPC Pulse and its associated PC software are tailored for presenting utility-related data, and that's the first difference between the SPC and your average pulse logger. The second difference is a practical one. Not all pulses are the same, and it's not always easy to establish what type of output one is dealing with. Without getting too technical about it, there are broadly two types of pulse output commonly employed in meters: mechanical and electronic. And it's the latter type that cause the problem, because they're usually polarized, i.e. we have to connect our logger the right way round, or we risk coming back after a week to find we haven't counted anything. Okay, so these are the issues. How have we addressed them? Let's look at the connection issue first. This is an SPC Pulse, and as you can see, it's a 3-channel device with a check LED for each channel. These LEDs flash each time a pulse is detected. It also comes with a set of high-quality connection leads, and we stock a range of meter-specific cables so you can plug directly into the pulse socket on the meter. That's obviously convenient, and another example of how the product is tailored for the job. But the clever bit is this. The SPC Pulse has a test mode available, which automatically detects the polarity of an electronic pulse output, meaning the user doesn't have to worry about it. All he or she needs to do is connect the cable to the meter, start logging, press the button to enter test mode. The unit will now detect the polarity of the meter output when it receives its first pulse and automatically set that channel to suit. Test mode is indicated by this rapid cycling of the channel LEDs, which stop flashing when a pulse is detected. You can exit test mode manually or automatically if you wish. Of course, if you're connecting to a mechanical pulse output, or you know the polarity of the electronic output, you don't need the test mode. You just connect up and away you go. As far as we know, that's a unique and very useful feature. No more abortive surveys. So, the SPC Pulse is fundamentally easier to connect than a standard pulse logger. But now we come to the software it ships with, which I think may be an even more important element. As I've mentioned, we're counting pulses, but we're measuring gas or heat or water or whatever. And it's the utility that we need to see on our graphs and in our reports. PowerPack Pro does all this and more automatically. It downloads the logger, it allows the operator to specify all the relevant information, pulse values, utilities, etc. with just a few mouse clicks. So when you view your data, you get a great deal more than a wiggly line on a graph. You can download a copy of PowerPack Pro free of charge from this website, and as it comes complete with some sample files, you can see for yourself just how good it is. But to whet your appetite, here's some of the things that you get as standard. Let's say you've been monitoring the pulse output of a gas meter. PowerPack Pro takes your data and graphs it as a volume measurement, cubic meters for example, but it also converts it to the much more relevant kilowatt hours using a preloaded calorific value. It does this with a single mouse click. Now any of you that have done that conversion manually or even in a spreadsheet will know why I think that's a great feature. It also converts to a cost graph or a carbon graph against your tariff structure and your carbon equivalents. Again, this is all automatic. We know that you're probably not desperately interested in how many cubic meters of gas have been used, but you do want to know how much energy that volume represented, and how much that energy cost, and how much carbon was produced by using it. And it's not just gas. PowerPack Pro tells you what you need to know for all your utilities, as well as the when and the how much. It also provides cost, energy and carbon equivalent values wherever they're relevant.